First of all, let me welcome you to a Past Lives episode, and this is a short series that I've covered. Been trying to highlight my experiences of past lives that I've explored via QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis technique. Let me explain. It's a very relaxed process where you're placed under a gentle hypnosis by a trained and qualified QHHT therapist, and they take you along every step of the way. You're fully aware of your surroundings, whilst at the same time a door is opened up to a part of your soul that's not normally available to you. And if you've got to remember that you're a soul that is having a human experience, you're not a human having a soul experience. So the process, it teaches you valuable lessons about who you are and where you come from, and even what part your life's path is going to reveal to you through the past, through the present, through the future. So let us begin. So this is Mary and the Prophecies. And I'm seeing a little old lady just going about her business. A little, small, diminutive, a round-faced woman wearing an old turquoise blue silk dress that's seen better days. And I have my finger on something. And it looks a bit like a pyramid. It's only small, and there are lots and lots of light emitting from it. Yes, yeah, it appears like a honeycomb emitting this light. I have my finger on it. I'm reading it. I'm reading the energy, and there is something in it. And the top of the point where this pyramid apex is, there is light coming from it, and it feels like it's electric, it's static, it tingles in my finger. And people, they're coming to me to ask me about their betrothed and other such matters. So I believe that I am what is known as a wise woman. I'm a seer, and I work with a raven and an eagle. And the raven, very black, and that shares my room. The raven is in the room. And the eagle, I can only see the side view of it with its brown eye. The eagle is a different matter. I ask the eagle for information, for its wisdom and knowledge, and the eagle brings this to me. It is definitely a guide, and I also work with the elements. I work with fire, and there is both fire and water near me, and this fire is always burning, like an eternal flame. The old lady, I realise, is me. And as she speaks, as I speak, I'm saying water can be brought into this lifetime with you, meaning me today. That is my past life talking to my future life. Bizarre. So I will read it. I will read things in the water, just like scrying. And with a bit of practice, it can be done. People come to see me, see this little old lady who is scrying in big dark pools. So I'm sitting with this pyramid, and people come to me, they visit me for advice, and I can now see a cave. I'm in a cave, a dark cave, and there is still dark water gathered in a pool. It's crystal clear, and it looks like a black mirror. To my right is a passage that goes down to the pool of water, and I don't think I live there, but I can be found there, and it's quite close to my home. And this passage to the pool, it's a natural passage eroded by water over years. So at this point, the therapist asked me, "What's your name?" or they call me Mad Mary. People want and sometimes they need my information. Mainly local people, because it's not safe to publicise. Some noblemen, they also come. And there is a rock. There's huge rock, like a massive hagstone with a hole in the centre. And it's a natural formation. And through this hole, I can see the mountains behind. People are sometimes scared of what I know. They are wary of what I might say to them. And I was there to give help where help was needed. I may also read the runes. Yes, the rune stones. I think I may wear a bonnet. I'm not sort of ostracised. I think I am part of the community and am valued, but not with great esteem, but just as a part of the community. I think I stop people to tell them things. Sometimes they've never asked me for this information, but I stop them and I tell them, and it always comes true. And I might tell them something that they just didn't want to hear. I don't believe I have a family now, but I've helped many. There are signs in everything. I'm looking around me. When I meet these people that come to visit me, I'm looking around me. I just have to look. I am known, very much known as Mary, or Mad Mary. I think I had many siblings. I don't think they've survived, because we all had the gift. Some could hear, some could see, and I am all that's left now. My grandmother, she had the gift, and my mother, she also had it. I don't think my father was around. I don't think he was about. I think he felt emasculated. He felt powerless. Probably diminished because perhaps my mother and grandmother were quite formidable people. There's no sadness in my life. I think I have next to no teeth. And my hair is white, grey, wild and curly and unkempt. I think I'm in my 60s or 70s. And I wear a long, dark gown or cape, but underneath it are the flashes of silk. Turquoise blue silk. So now the therapist moves me forward in my life. I'm in a meadow, and I'm standing in this beautiful green meadow, but the clouds, they're overcast. And on this day I can see a tree being struck by lightning. I'm at the bottom of the hill, and the tree, it's up there, it's on the skyline. And the lightning strikes and the tree splits from top to bottom in half. And it is like where the tree falls, the ground is on fire beneath it. I believe it's a message from God, from the spirits. I feel it is an omen. I also feel it's the end of my life. It's not a good omen, not a good omen at all. And that tree, seeing that tree struck by lightning, it's ominous. So I have a basket on my arm, and I went to the village for food, and I have eggs in the basket and a dead rabbit. There's also someone else taking the geese to market. There is a stream, and I have this idea that there's going to be a flood, a deep stream, and it's carving its way through the meadows. But I'm fixated by the tree. Where it has split from the lightning strike, it's like a valley in the two halves of the tree, a core running down each, of what looks like glass where the lightning struck and followed its path down. It brings death. where it's all black, it brings death. I feel as though I will myself to die, as though it's my time and I'm being called. I feel as though I take to my bed and fall asleep. It's showing me. I see my long sleep, my own passing, peacefully asleep. And that was the life of Mad Mary. So it was an unusual past life, and it may be the biggest clue to one of my interests today. I'm fascinated by crystals and stones in general, and the magic that they may hold within. And many of us are capable of reading stones. Many of us are capable of reading the runes and looking into crystal balls or scrying. And it's something that's quite unusual. The scrying is looking into a dark object like water, or even an obsidian plate. The obsidian plate, you'd probably cover it with water. A mirror even, you might let water fall down it. And you scan the surface, and you see what shows itself. And I think also with reading the runes, if you think back to the days of the Viking, the old Viking, he most certainly would have known how to read runes. It's the oldest form of writing. And I believe that we are all capable of so many things, so many spiritual things, the way we read what is around us. But we've not taken these paths because we may be afraid of what we see, or simply not believe in it, and worse still, not believe that we are capable of doing it. So I now realise with hindsight, after learning about Mary, that that's probably where my interest in crystals and rocks comes from. And I suspect that I was treated with some sort of suspicion, and also very likely kindness. But some people would have been suspicious of me, thinking that you'd got supernatural capabilities when all you're doing is reading what's around you. So people are always interested in the future, in what it holds for them, and what may or may not happen. And I recognised rune stones. I recognised them, first of all, about 20 years ago. I realised that they were familiar to me, but I had no idea how or why. That's a funny old world, isn't it? Being able to unlock avenues with new discoveries about yourself is quite remarkable and well worth the journey. And we see the rune stones repeated in forests, the geometric shapes. So we just have to allow Spirit to be our guide, nudging us along. The whole of our lives just a learning process, and we never ever stop learning. And with that, my friends, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe and share with your friends, and please put any comments you have in the box below. I think you're all quite reticent to comment, but I need your interaction. YouTube needs your interaction. So if you'd be so kind as to do that, I really appreciate it. And namaste.